What's up YouTube, today everyone's there for wargames, bringing you the test and video of the Magician Pendulum link already deck profile that I did for you yesterday. And this has been requested a lot. I can tell you now, Magicians are far from dead. Maybe some Pendulum decks are dead, like Ignites and stuff like that, or just less effective under link format, but this is definitely not one of those decks. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our standard 3 test stands going first, 3 test stands going second, and show you what this deck can do. Our aims of the game are going first, we want to be defensive while having some tricks up our sleeve, and then our second game, or going second, we want to be as offensive as possible, either OTKing our opponent or dealing maximum damage. So let's get cracking. Our first 5 are actually quite nice. The only downside of that is the double time pendulum graphs. Now, let's go with Gofu, Special Summon Gofu. Now, if you haven't seen this combo, or Special Summoning Gofu, you use 2 tokens. You use 1 for that Link Spider, 1 for that Link Spider, and then you use all 3 effect monsters and go into Decode Talker. Right. Now, the reason I play Gofu is because starting off, this unlocks 2 extra spaces for me as well. And also, Link Spider has another usage in the deck. Yes, you can kind of justify that the 3 extra deck spaces in your extra deck are kind of lost using these 3 guys. That's completely understandable and down to you how you want to play it, but I quite like playing it as it is like this. Now, we're going to put Black Fang and Wisdom Eye. Wisdom Eye is going to go off to give us either our Oath Dragon or our Purple Poison. In this scenario, Purple Poison is more effective because we do have extra monster zones unlocked by Decode. Now, this is a very defensive board purely for the fact that we Pendulum Summon out Wisdom Eye. He goes into a link marker of Decode. Now, there's a reason for that. And then we set our 2 Pendulum Graphs. Now, the reason we set both is because in case our opponent wants to MST one or clear one off when they get started. Now, what you've got to remember about this is where Decode points to, you contribute that monster off to negate a targeting effect. So if our opponent wants to MST or Twin Twist, we want to keep ours alive, we use his effect, pop this off. If our opponent foolishly puts one in front of Decode, we can use that monster too, and Decode is now a 28 beta. Not to mention the fact we have 2 Pendulum Graph effects, so we use our first one, we can pop, we can't obviously use both, but we do have 2 Pendulum Graphs, we activate effect, pop Purple Poison, and then we're going to be popping 2 cards our opponent controls. So we do have a quite strong defensive board lined up. Obviously it could be a little bit better, but you know, I think it kind of just works. Now, if you don't want to play Gofu, or if you do want to play Gofu and you want a bit more consistency, you can play a Law of Darkness. That kind of weeds out the dead Gofus later game. But it also helps out quite massively. Just unlocking your board and letting you move a little bit faster at the start. So, let's see what else we have. Let's go first again, and this is our second 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, not too bad. Actually, a little bit better than our first one, purely because we're going to do the whole Gofu combo, getting our Decode Talker out. But before we skip too far ahead, when you've got 1 Link Spider there on this board, you do have the option to Special Summon out your Dragon Pulse Magician from hand. That is another really good usage of Link Spider. But by doing so, you would then have to tribute off this Dragon Pulse to get into another Link Spider anyway. So you're better off keeping him in hand, or keeping her in hand, doing the whole combo, the Link Spider's tokens into Gofu, there's your Decode Talker straight up there and done. Activate our Black Fang, activate our Wisdom Eye, use Wisdom Eye's effect to pop itself. Actually, no, we don't want to be doing that. Take that back. Because we're going to go Duelist Alliance, we're going to get ourselves a Pendulum Call. Our other options are obviously Time Graph. If you do want to do the Wisdom Eye play, you could go with Time Graph, the trap card just to be set. Or in this play, we can kind of extend a little bit more. Now, we want to be defensive, so let's see what we can do. With our P-Call, you probably pitch either one of these 2. It's entirely up to you how you want to pitch it. I'm going to pitch Wisdom Eye, and I'm going to search out a Black Fang Magician. Not Black Fang, sorry. Brain work. I'm going to search out, where are you? Purple Poison and a Harmonizing Magician. They're all stacked together. Okay. And then we're going to put Purple Poison into the scale. We're going to Pendulum summon out these two guys here from hand. Now, like I said, make sure they're not in these link zones because you want to be using them later. Harmonizing Magician will bring out, let's say, Black Fang Magician because we can. We haven't normal summoned yet, so we'll overlay these guys into one of the link zones, into Time Star. We'll detach Black Fang. Now, it's important you detach Black Fang because you now have this Black Fang active. And then detaching Time Star lets you get Skullcrobat Joker, normal summon Skullcrobat Joker. Now, normal summon it to his link marker. The reason we normal summon him to that link marker is because Skullcrobat will then search us out. Where are you? Our Oath Dragon. There we are. Just in case Purple Poison does get hit. You can search out anything more as well. You can search out another Purple Poison should you wish. Now we've kind of got this play gone. Now, you could, if you want to, overlay these two guys into like a Tornado Dragon. And by doing so, when you go into a Tornado Dragon or an Abyss Dweller, depending on what your opponent's got, with the Tornado Dragon you can, during your opponent's turn, detach, pop your Black Fang, or even now if you wanted to, you could detach from your Tornado Dragon, pop your Black Fang. Your Black Fang could then revive himself from this graveyard. And then during your opponent's turn, use Tornado Dragon's other effect, pop Purple Poison, pop one of your opponent's monster cards. So Tornado Dragon can be very, very important in this deck if you play it right. And remember, there are some times where you want to pop your own stuff and it can help out massively. So that's kind of your options there. By doing that, Time Star can only protect these guys here. Whereas if you left it like that, again, you could probably protect these guys as well with Time Star. So it's entirely up to you how you wanted to kind of play that out. I feel a Tornado Dragon kind of unlocks a few more plays for you and gives you them options. I mean, if you popped your Black Fang there and then, yeah, you're clearing out your own scales, but you bring back more negation and more protection with Time Star. Time Star is then more alive, and it's kind of willy-nilly how you want to do it. But that is your options there. Okay, now let's do our final test hand going first, and let's see what we can come up with, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Not the best of hands, but we have got our scales. That's what we try to aim for. Now, Harmonizer's effect isn't great in the scale, but it's probably our best kind of course of action there. You could put Black Fang there if you want, but both these Harmonizers are kind of like, or one of them's definitely dead, so you'd either have to hold on to one. It's entirely up to you how you want to play this. You could set one there, Pendulum summon out this Harmonizer. Harmonizer will then get a, let's go with Black Fang just as an example. It could be any of your, any of those right there. Then you would overlay these guys into Time Star because you want the protection on board. Where are you, Time Star? There you go. Go into Time Star, detach your Black Fang so it goes to grave, and then obviously Black Fang is now active there. Search out your Skullcrobat Joker, or if you think your opponent's going to destroy something, you go with Astrograph. But you probably go Joker, and then Joker can search out maybe your Purple Poison ready to go. And then obviously you've got your Cosmic Cyclone to do a bit more defensive damage. You've got Time Star to protect these guys, should you need it. So again, not as explosive as last turns, but it still offers the same protection and kind of what you want. You want your protection. You want a bit of back row clearance should your opponent set a strike during the end phase, and kind of plays like that. Okay, so now let's get a bit more aggressive. Let's see the maximum damage we can kind of do that we want to inflict on our opponent with this deck, shall we? There we go, right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's actually a really good hand, purely because the double Gofu is great because we've got the Pendulum Call, so we've got easy fodder for that. Special summon Gofu. Gofu doing the whole, oh, Mr. Mine needs to go back in there. I might need to reshuffle. I probably should reshuffle. There we go, let's redo that. In that hand, you would have gone into Deco Talker, activated P-Call, pitching a Blackwing, getting your 2 scales set up, bring out your Dragon Pulse and Harmonizing if you wish. then using Harmonizer's effect to extend the plays, so you could bring out like a Synchro or an XYZ if you wanted to. You could end up with the same board we had. You could have a Decode Talker, a Tornado Dragon, and a Time Star Magician with an Astrograph in hand. The Tornado Dragon can then pop one of your scales, get an Astrograph in hand, sorry. You can then pop one of your scales to then go live, or target one of your scales if you wish to. No, because it's under peak. Or target one of your opponent's back row. I'll get there eventually. Decode would be on 33, Time Star on 24, and Tornado on 21. Or you could go into Trickster. Why do I think Trickster? It's not Trickster. Performance Trapeze Magician, which could then let Decode attack twice with 31 attack. So, he's got a lot of damage to go through. But, let's see, I want to make it fair and right. So, let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, still actually really, really good with that. Gofu combo. Going straight into Decode Talker. So, Gofu combo, trigger off your 2 tokens for your 2 Link Spiders, and then go into your Decode Talker. Then we would go double Wisdom Eye if we want to, or you can set one instead. Double Wisdom Eye. Let's go with Purple Poison. Not Purple Poison. Where are you? Let's do double damage. We want maximum damage. Let's go with Iris and a second Oath Magician. Or do we want Purple Poison? No, let's go Purple Poison. There is a reason for this. Purple Poison. Okay. Then we have an normal summon, so remember that in mind. Let's Pendulum Summon 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, because these are unlocked by Decode Talker. Then let's overlay these guys into Time Star. Time Star will search us out Astrograph. Where are you, Astrograph? We'll search out Astrograph. We'll use Double Iris's effect to pop himself. Pop himself, allow this guy to do double damage. Now, obviously, we can send and protect him if we want, but we actually do want him destroyed, because what we're going to do is we're going to go effect, special summon out Astrograph. Astrograph will then search us out another Double Iris. While he's doing that, a Double Iris will then search out a Star Pendulum Graph. Now, obviously, we can activate the Pendulum Graph if we wish. Or we could have searched out the trap if we wanted to be a bit more defensive. It's entirely up to you how you would like to do it. Anyway, this is an insanely strong board. He's doing double damage. You've got a 21 beater on board, a 25 beater on board, an 1800 there, and a 1700 there. Not to mention that Purple Poison. And then we can also actually use Double Iris's effect again, because it's not a hard once per turn. So if we use that effect, make Astrograph Sorcerer do double damage as well now. Now again, we still have a normal summon, so you have to bear that in mind. But we've locked out this extra zone with Sorcerer, so it's not the end of the world. So Iris will search us out a Time Pendulum Graph, and the other one we can search out is entirely up to you. You could go into a Purple Poison and use both of Purple Poison's effects. Now the reason you use both of Purple Poison's effect is because, let's say we attack with Astrograph, he's going to be doing double damage. You then activate Purple Poison, he then goes up another 1200, okay? Doing double damage on that, Purple Poison is then going to clear off another monster that you don't want. Time Star is then going to attack. You're going to use your second Purple Poison effect, give him another 1200, and then Purple Poison is going to clear another face-up card you don't want on board. And you still have these 3 beauties and that beauty to attack. And this guy is on 33, sorry, with these guys attached. So that is an incredibly strong attack. It has cost you everything by doing it that way, but then if you wanted to save your scales, you could have saved the Venom. Instead of searching out another Venom, you could go into like a Black Fang and half your opponent's monster's attack if you want. But yeah, that was an all-out attack. I'm coming to OTK you kind of board. Okay, now let's do our second test hand going second. See what we can do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our second one or third one. I can't blooming remember. Anyway, this is again actually quite nice. So normal summon the Luna. Straight away your opponent's going to worry about that because you have the ability to bounce some Shiznip. So Luna's effect is going to search out another Luna. Then activate a Black Fang and a Oath Dragon Magician. You can activate Luna. I would say activate Luna because it's either going to come back to your hand or your opponent's going to send one. Let's say they can't send one or they do send one, so Luna can stay there. Absolutely fine. Pendulum summon out 4, 1, 2, 3, and then Harmonizing effect will go off, bringing us a purple poison. Now you can sync with your purple poison, or you can overlay with your purple poison. Overlaying is probably your better bet, purely because we're going to be bringing it back. Or you overlay with your double Iris Magician and bring him back. But because the effects are negged, you're probably better off overlaying with those guys, going into there, going into your Time Star, detach your purple poison, and search out an Astrograph. Then we're going to use Black Fang's effect. Obviously, we'll probably use Cosmic Cyclone as well in case our opponent's got anything. We'll use that at the start. Doesn't really matter now. Use Black Fang's effect to half one of our opponent's monsters. Popping himself. Activating Astrograph's effect. And then obviously Black Fang's effect to go there. So obviously Black Fang goes there. Astrograph searches out another Black Fang. And again, it's not once per turn with Black Fang. You've got to remember these. They aren't hard once per turns. So you put that there. Now, if you want to clear some space on the board, you can quite easily bounce some Lunas, but I think you're in a relatively strong position right here. So he's going to be attacking for 24, and he can protect these three and these guys. Iris is swinging in for 15. He's 25. 2 1850s and a 1200. And if these die, obviously we've halved one of our opponent's monsters as well, so we kind of know what we're doing. Again, incredibly strong board. Full board again for our Pendulum monsters. And they say Pendulums are dead. Okay, I believe this is our last test hand going second. So we'll see what we can do. Let's see if we can end on a strong one like that one. Put that in there. Shuffle it up a little bit more. Oh, hello. Okay. Time to finish this one. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not too shabby. Okay. Let's normal summon Joker. Joker's effect to search out. What do we want to search out? Let's search out a beta. I'm going for game, so I'm going to search out absolute beaters. So we'll go with Oath Dragon. We'll use P-Call, pitching our Skullcrabat Joker because he's not really worth it to us right now. We'll go into Purple Poison and Harmonizing. There's those there. Now, it's whether you want to activate Dragon Pulse or not, but you're probably better off going Black Fang, Purple Poison, Pendulum Summoning. Oh, this is tough. Because if you Pendulum Summon all 4, you can't then use Harmonizer's effect. So you probably want to make it... What are we going to go for if we're going for all-out attack? If we're going for all-out attack, you want to go Oath Magician, and then Harmonizer Magician. Harmonizer's Magician is going to search us out another one. So let's get Iris in defense mode. Now, I'm not 100% sure under the rulings of Pendulum Call, but I'm just, you know, if I do this right, obviously just say, you could have put Dragon Pulse there, used its effect to pitch one, and then obviously you could have Pendulum summoned out the whole board, pitch one to pop one. Other than that, we'll probably continue to play like this. Either way, I think I'm going to do game without using the effects, but we'll just see what we can do. Sync these guys up, we could do, and go into Ignista if we want to. Obviously we can go into Stardust or Bills, but if we sync these guys up, use the effect of Ignista to well, we could use Ignista's effect to pop Skullcrobat and spin one, or I'm just trying to think of the best one to do now. So Ignista would spin one and spin one. Our Time Star would give us a bit of protection. Not that we need it right now. Oh no, Bills is just a beater. Let's go with beats. We just want to go for game. So if we do, we can use Black Fang's effect and half. Now this is the part I'm not sure about under Pendulum Call, so if I have done it wrong, let me know. Use the effect to half one, you could do, and then use the effect to get an extra 1200. You could put this into Time Star to search out a monster, but because we normal summon, you know, it's not that helpful to us. Your other option is going into Trapeze Magician. That's probably the better play. Go into Trapeze Magician. There we go. Detach one. Because we're going for game, let I suppose Skullcrobat to attack twice. You could do because then you can use Purple Poison's effect, or you let Oath Magician attack twice, and then it doesn't really matter too much. Either way, we've got a half monster if this works, a 1200 boost if this works. If not, we've still got a 2500 beater, an 18 beater, and then two 21 beaters, and one of these is attacking twice. So I would like to think that that's game, or that we've done a huge amount of damage to our opponent. Anyway, yeah, that was kind of the uncertainty in the last kind of test hand for me. So, you know, I'll probably learn from your guys' comments. So let us know if I did do that wrong. If I can't use Pendulum effects at all, or Pendulum Monsters effects at all in the scales after I've used Pendulum Call, or it's only if I do it before. Just so I'm clear on that. Anyway, I hope so. I hope this gives you an idea of how to play the deck under links. As you can see, it doesn't affect the deck hugely. It's still very, very viable, and this guy helps out massively. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling. If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.